Hi, my name is Dear Tiagi,
And my name's Lucian Spiteri.
and this is our arcade machine. So the arcade machine is 6 foot tall, and it has over 54 games on it that we put in. Technically, we pirated the games, but don't worry about that. And basically, it runs on a Raspberry Pi, which is this mini computer that you can program and use your own custom software. And so we have the software called Recall Box, which allows us to use old games. And so here we have multiple consoles. We have Atari consoles, we have Genesis, PS1, Nintendo, and if you click on one of these consoles, right, we have different games. So we have classics like Pokemon, we have Mortal Kombat, SimCity, that's one of my favorites. And yeah, so this is actually right now currently in our media center, which is our school's library. So people, whenever they're free, can just play games on here. And hopefully, if people want to add games on there, right, you can scan this QR code and people can add their own games on it. So the story, right, why did we build this machine for our school? So this idea was an idea from many years ago. So we built it for within the Tech and Robotics Club. And so this club, right, when it founded about 10 years ago, they had this idea of making this arcade machine for our school. And so when we got into the club, like 4 years ago, we had all the materials, right? We had the TV, we had the Raspberry Pi, the computer, we had all of the joysticks buttons, right? We had all that, but we just didn't have the actual machine built or any of the software done. And so we took it upon ourselves, me and Lucian, to actually finish it and to actually, build the machine. And so now Lucian's gonna talk about how we actually built it and how we created this machine.
Yeah, so when we originally got the machine, it was basically just a small rectangle of 2x4s with a couple sticking up top. From there, we took it to my garage over the summer, and we literally just built it with whatever I had in my garage. We've got we kind of drew it up, and then from there, we kind of just guesstimated the measurements. It took a couple tries. There were definitely a lot of wrong cuts. It doesn't stand perfectly straight. But really what we did was we just built up the frame. From there, we mounted on the TV, which took us solid 2 hours. And then from there, we took it back to our school's wood shop during this school year. And our wood shop teacher helped us put all of the nice plywood panels on top of it. And from there, it took a bit more work, sealing everything, making everything a bit more final. And then finally, we got to painting it. And then we actually put it in our media center for a little time before it kind of just fell apart. That was on us. So from there, we took it back in for a couple months. We added on even some nicer paintings like this beautiful Tetris one. We fixed this screen. We fixed some of the little cracks that had popped up. And then from there, we just recently took it back, and we're really happy with how it turned out.
So what challenges did we face when we were building it?
So we had a lot of issues, especially in the beginning. We spent probably 40-ish hours working on this, somewhere around 40 hours.
Yeah, that was a lot of time.
We spent at least a solid 2 weeks working on the software, because originally we weren't running Recall Box. What was the other one called?
RetroPie.
Yeah, RetroPie. We were running a software called RetroPie, which we weren't the ones that put on there. We didn't really know how it worked. So we ended up switching over to Recall Box, which seemed like it would work a little bit better. From there, the software worked pretty well, except for the fact that the buttons, for some reason, they were constantly getting mixed up. It took us a lot of trial and error to figure out what was wrong with that. From there, we kind of did a hack job. We use a Christmas lights timer to run all the electricity for it, which is not a bit like a fire. I'm sure it's a minor fire code violation, but it's fine. After we had figured out all of the electronics, actually putting a lot of the final touches on this was very difficult. We realized halfway through it needed a lot of extra reinforcement, which meant that we had to quite literally crawl up from the bottom of the machine with a drill and some screws and reinforce it while we were in there. And then painting took us a very long time. Deary and I are not the most artistic people, as you've seen from Deary's amazing handwriting. So we probably spent 3 or so months painting it. We really only did the easy stuff. We had a lot of people from our school help out, do Tetris. We have Sonic, Pac-Man, and Pokemon characters over there. And yeah, so it took us a long time, but we did eventually figure it out.
Yeah, so kind of to wrap this up, right? I mean, hopefully this arcade machine will last forever, or not forever, but as long as it can in our school. And it's kind of me and Lucian's legacy, I think, to our school, right? It'll just be here. It has our names on it, and I think it's really just a powerful thing to make something on your own, just have it stand and be there.
Yeah.
And hopefully students in the future will continue using this, and yeah, that's our arcade machine. Thank you guys for watching, and
Thank you.
see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.